St. Anthony of Padua has been using the Big Yellow Bus program since 2017.
Coming from the pandemic, we weren't able to go on a field trip the year that the pandemic hit us. So the fact that, we have the opportunity makes it so amazing.
The Yellow Bus program provides many field trips for our students, otherwise it would be really difficult for us to take them on a field trip.
The program began in 2005, and it actually began after a lunch with Charlie Steinmetz at UCLA. And one of the questions he asked was, why doesn't he ever see Catholic schools visiting the campus?
Charlie was inspired to provide these opportunities for school buses for students who otherwise wouldn't have access to the resources to be able to go on field trips.
And I explained they can't afford the buses. They can't afford to send their children to field trips, let alone to UCLA.
Some schools don't have a budget for field trips, so they have to fundraise for admission, for lunch.
Every class is fundraising for field trips, and it's basically to pay for a bus. We have nacho sales, we have taco sales, hot chocolate sales, we had a lemonade stand the other day. All of this is for the students to have these experiences.
So if we can provide that bus for them, that's one less worry for them, and I'm sure the excitement doubles knowing that that's something they don't have to worry about.
Buses are really expensive, field trips are really expensive, so that the more affordable we can make it for our families, the better.
So when I heard about the Big Yellow Bus program and that we had maybe 1 or 2 or 3 buses, our teachers jump on it.
Because there's students, that don't have the time or the means to make it to a museum or somewhere in LA, which is where we are. So it's nice to be able to visit places like this.
And the parents are telling me that they're really, really excited to also go with them. Due to COVID, they want to make up, what they lost.
During the pandemic, the children couldn't go on field trips, and we had that money sitting there. Andrew Garcia, our program officer, was able to look into this other type of program that was kind of a virtual field trip, and it worked really well during the pandemic. It didn't replace being on site. It doesn't replace that. The excitement of being in a museum and touching and feeling and experiencing.
The Big Yellow Bus program has been instrumental in allowing kids to have experiential education.
Since then, we have transported over 100,000 children on field trips across, LA County, even parts of Ventura.
This year, our students have gone to some amazing locations.
Today we have 3 grades. First, second, and third grade are going to the Natural History Museum. I think 99% of them have never been there.
It's touching and it's heartwarming, and just the opportunity for them to leave a place where they've grown up and to realize that there's something more.
It affects the little ones especially, because they were the ones that got impacted the most and most recently from the pandemic. So those were the students, I think, that were very happy and excited.
Oh, some of the most memorable destinations include Ocean Institute in Dana Point, where the kids have never even seen the ocean and been out to Dana Point, been on a boat, so that was really, really memorable.
There's something more to experience, and bringing those classroom lessons to life is the key thing.
I really like the Los Angeles exhibit. It just teaches us Angelinos about, the water and everything in our community. It was nice to see, photos of places I recognize and learn a little bit more about the history and what Los Angeles is about.
Because of the Big Yellow Bus program through CEF, it's been instrumental in exposing these kids to museums and to real-life experiences that they would not have otherwise done.
I would like to express my gratitude to the Steinmetz Family Foundation for their generous donation every year that allows this program to exist.
I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for providing this. Catholic education is very challenging. There are so many needs in Catholic schools, and your generosity makes us look better, do a great job, and also our families, I think, deserve that.
I just want to say thank you, on behalf of all the teachers and all the students. Thank you for the opportunity of providing us the means to get to our museum, and thank you for all that you do for just in general the students in the Catholic community.
If a donor were here, I'd want to just give him a big hug and say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. It's very emotional because my kids have received so much, and my school children, if they could say thank you, they would all run up and hug them.
Thank you, CEF. Thank you, CEF.
They could be doing whatever they want, but they choose to give their money to Catholic education. I would say thank you for being an inspiration. I would say thank you for loving our kids, even though you've never known them, you've never met them, because what you're doing is making a difference, and it will be your legacy for many, many years and centuries to come.